Okay, this is a particle moving along a line that it position. They give me a position function. The position's meters, and time is in seconds, and they're greater than or equal to 0. So there's no past, just 0 forward. What is the furthest distance to the left? So when they say that, I want to kind of visualize this over here. And there's a line here, and the particle's moving on it, and at t equals 0, this is the position. I'm going to say, looking at the position function here, it's going to be right at the origin. So the position S would also be 0. Now, according to their storytelling skills, what's happening over here? It's moving to the left, it stops, that's the furthest it's going to be to the left, and then it's going to move to the right. So let me put the arrows in over here. Kind of goes like this, in that direction, over here. It stops here, and then it's going to move in that direction forever. All right? So what's the furthest to the left it's going to be? Well, how am I going to do that? I'm going to look at the velocity function. What's the velocity function? It's going to be s prime. That's the velocity function. So what's the velocity function? Well, it's going to be, let's see, we have to take the derivative. It's going to be 4t cubed. Let's see, minus 144t. All right? We're going to analyze the velocity function. This is velocity function. But we're only going to analyze it on the interval starting at t equals 0. And the velocity at t equals 0 is actually 0. How do you know that? Plug in 0. Now I'm looking at this thing over here, and I'm wondering, does it ever become 0 after that? In other words, does it stop? Well, my suspicion is it's moving left, it stops. So I'm going to say it stops somewhere. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to factor it. I'm going to say 4t. You're going to get t squared minus 36. And then I'm going to say 4t, t plus 6, t minus 6. Well, this has critical values, which is going to be 0, minus 6, and 6. But there's only one critical value on this interval I'm concerned about, and that's at 6. Take a test point between 0 and 6. This is t equals 6, by the way. T equals 6. I don't need to do with the equal sign there. It's already there. So a point between t equals 0 and t equals 6 would be like, I don't know, 1. Plug it in. Where do you plug it into the velocity function? And the velocity function would turn out to be negative number. What does that mean? It's moving to the left. Now, if you go to the right of t equals 6, like put 10 in there, you can get a positive number. Right? What does it mean? The velocity here is negative, and the velocity here is positive. So as I suspected, it's moving to the left. It stops. It stops when t equals 6. What's the position there, though? Well, it's clearly a negative number, and let's write this down now. So it's going to be at 6 seconds, so let's put this down. What's s at 6? Well, I'm going to write this down. Again, I'm looking at this. And what do you get? 6 to the 4th power minus 72 times 6 squared. I'm going to factor that. I want to do the arithmetic. You get 6 squared minus 72. Now, let me get my eraser out. I get this from the prior problem. I don't need that anymore. Yes, I'm bleeding into the prior problem. What do you get over here? Well, it's going to be 6 squared times minus 36. How do I know it's minus 36? 6 squared is 36. 36 minus 72 is going to be 36. So it's going to be 36 times minus 36. All right, now I'm going to do the arithmetic for you. 36 times 36. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 3 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. What do you get over here? 6, 9, 2, 1. So I'm going to say this over here is minus 1,296. What? Meters. Here's their question, though, and I'm not trying to confuse anyone. How far to the left? What's the answer going to be? It's going to be 1,296 meters. They've already said it's to the left, so over here, that distance is going to be 1,296 meters to the left. Now, granted, it is minus 1,296, but the correct answer would be 1,296 meters. All right, so let's take a look at the key. And the key, I got that derivative information over here. Answer is 1296 meters, by the way. Thank you.